USA is important to me to celebrate America's oldest traditions, such as hunting and fishing, and it also protects our rights to do that.
Yo, do you need some coaching?
I don't need no coaching, just little strength in the arms.
Montauk is on every angler's wish list. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah, that's the school, man.
Listen to it, listen to it. Jojo, you on?
On now.
Awesome, awesome. I could live to be 100 and never forget this site right here. And of course, the reason we got together was for the annual striped bass tournament that they have every year out here in October. Never let up, never let up. I had never really fished in a striped bass tournament before. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. I gotta check my contract. I got a coffee break coming up, man. You're working me way too hard.
No breaks during fishing.
I call it striped bass fishing with a New York attitude.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've been in the union all my life, working hard for a living, becoming the best in my trade. Sometimes you need a break, some time in the field, a day on the water, just you in the outdoors, doing what you love. I am union, I am sportsman, and I belong. I belong.
My name is Joe Proscia. I'm a member of Local 3 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and I am a Union Sportsmen's Alliance member.
Joe Proscia is a busy guy. In addition to being the vice president of the Local 3 here for IBEW, he's active in the Sportsman's Club. He does a lot of things in his community, but he seems to always have boundless energy for whatever gets thrown at him.
The electrical industry, the IBEW, and especially Local 3, has a reputation of professionalism that's at the highest level. And I wanted to be there, and I wanted to do that. I didn't want to go halfway. I wanted to go all the way. It's a family, and family means a lot. It means everything. I'm a generation person. My father was in, my grandfather was in. My sister worked at Local 3 for 15 years. My mother worked at Local 3 headquarters for 21 years. My brother's in, my whole family. I work at the convention center. I work for operations in House Electric. I've been there approximately 18 years. On a night shift, we're involved in everything that goes on electrically in the building.
I'm killing myself here.
Many of the brothers and sisters in Local 3 enjoy hunting and fishing. We get out there, we have a great time together.
Oh, it feels like a whale.
Sportsman's Club of Local 3 was started in 1986 by a group of young journeymen, just came out of their apprenticeship. We all grew up together. And we just thought it would be a good idea to put together an organization, a club, where we could just get outside of the work atmosphere and enjoy ourselves in other ways.
That's a big...
Come on! Proscia, what do you got there?
fishing machine.
Knowing where Joe works in Queens and all of the stuff that he does, the volunteer work and so forth, and then coming out here and seeing where he likes to play, I realized they're worlds apart.
We lost 17 members in the 9/11 attacks at the Trade Center. It was a horrible day. We knew we had people in there. There was always construction and maintenance going on, and the elevators were always being worked on, and there was always members in that building working at some point or another. So we knew it was going to affect us, because not only were there police officers and firemen, but it was the building trades. We were also in that mix. We know our brothers and sisters were in there, you know. For the 17 members, we have a memorial there, a moment of silence every year on 9/11 to remember our members.
You know, I first read about them and I had a couple conversations with Joe. I figured, well, you know, here's a bunch of guys from the inner city, probably armchair sportsmen. But these guys get out there and they do lots of stuff and they really get around. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. Yo, Joe?
Tom?
Joe. Hey, buddy. Man, it's good to meet
Tom,
you, buddy.
how are you?
I'm
How's it
doing
going?
outstanding. Man, my new fishing buddy.
All right, brother. Nice to meet you
Yeah, it's good
finally.
yeah, me too, man. I tell you, I am psyched. Montauk
Okay.
in the fall. This
Yeah,
is as
welcome
good
to
as it gets.
Montauk.
This is
Yeah.
And of course, the reason we got together was for the annual striped bass tournament that they have every year out here in October, Columbus Day weekend. And I had never really fished in a striped bass tournament before. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. Sir, request permission to come aboard, sir.
Coming on, brother.
All right, permission granted. You know, I came in a couple of days early so we can kind of get the lay of the land, do a little bit of fishing, find out where the fish were holing or whatnot. I realized that we were going to have a professional skipper who knew this water better than we ever would hope to know this water. So it was just a good excuse to come in a couple of days early and get some fishing in.
This is a big fish.
Good one?
Big one. He's dragging me.
Oh, he's pulling the boat, Joe.
Beautiful.
Brotherhood Outdoors is brought to you by the Union Sportsmen's Alliance, uniting union sportsmen and women for conservation, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and the National Electrical Contractors Association, solving our nation's energy appetite and protecting the great outdoors, the International Association of Machinists, protecting America's way of life, the Sheet Metal Workers International Association. We bring green expertise to every job, every day.
I'll be long. All right, so the tournament's tomorrow. We got one day to pre-fish, kind of warm up. Is that what this is about?
That's what it's about. Break you into what we're going to be doing tomorrow. This way it's not a shock.
I really didn't know what to expect when we got out here. I was invited to participate in their annual striped bass tournament here at Montauk. Striped bass go all the way from Nova Scotia to North Carolina, but the best place to fish for them is at Montauk in the fall.
Montauk is so alive with fish, and it's the place to be. If you want to catch fish, Montauk is the place to go. It's just so geographically perfect between the land structure, the structure of the land and the way the water moves around the islands. It's just a perfect place to fish.
Take the hook out of the way, open it up, mark right where you're gonna poke that hook through, right there at the end of your thumbnail.
And these are called fluke.
These are called flukes. Now look, now you know you've rigged it right when it's absolutely straight.
Perfectly
like that.
straight.
Right, and that way when you fish it, you rip, it darts through the water like that, real
Gotcha.
erratic. And then you stop, and they hit it on the fall. It's just, I mean, it is a deadly bait. Oh yeah, here we go. You probably,
Okay, Tom.
you
I know
kill-
it's a tough wind angle. but
That's
I know you
good,
can
that's
reach
good.
it. Go, go, go.
You know, anytime you get to sight fish to fish, okay, your head's gonna be in the game. It's just a lot more visual, it's a lot more exciting. And seeing all of these bass up around, and they were up and down, up and down. Oh, here they come, oh my gosh, here they are. They're right here. My kind of fishing, on top, feeding small flies and flukes to big bass. And I'll tell you what, it did not disappoint. We had acres of bass up just munching. There we go.
There we go. Montauk.
You saw that water just explode with fish. It looked like a sea of, all you saw were the backs of the fish jumping out of the water. It was great.
Wow, this is nuts. Can you get them?
Breaking my heart to do this. How's that? Welcome to Montauk, New York.
No, no fly, bro. It's not just the sight of these fish crashing bait on top and just working their way through a school of this rain bait or bay anchovies, but the sound. They sound like rushing water. It was just incredible.
Oh, this is gonna be a bite.
There we go. Yeah!
Yeah,
Oh, that's you, Joe?
that's me.
I'm on, Joe. I'm
for
on.
two.
Hey, Joe, I gotta check my contract. I got a coffee break coming up, man. You're working me way too
No
hard.
breaks during fishing.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy fishing. This is silly fishing.
Already in, bro. Nice. That's what it's about.
And he is wearing me out, Joe. There's no quit in this guy.
You want a chair? Are you okay?
Just put a little water on my forehead here.
You're gonna drown them. Come on.
He's ready. He's ready. Oh, that's a nice
he's
fish.
ready.
Oh my gosh. And he's solid. Oh, he's just a nice, honest 10-pound bass.
I like that fly that you use.
Isn't it? There's not much
Isn't
to it,
that
is it? It
nothing
looks
to
just
it,
like that
though.
little
That is
rainbow.
beautiful.
Just admire
How's
it.
that?
Man, oh man, he fought a lot bigger than that. You know that?
There
will
grow
be
shoulders when they get halfway up. You
You
know?
tell him there'll be no rematch.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done. Put him in. Thanks, buddy. Joe, I'm telling you, just like the first time I had chocolate pudding, this is going to be tough to quit.
Look at that. You can hear them. You can hear the
they're
fish
munching.
breaking
They're munching.
water.
They're right here. Watch, watch. Just throw it. They're right here. They're not showing, but they're here. They're right here. Oh, listen to them. Listen to them.
You hear it? You hear it?
Oh,
Can you?
You know, the IBEW Local 3 in Queens has got over 30,000 members. That's not the surprising part. The surprising part to me is that Joe and his friends could pull together over 500 of them that would be interested in being part of a sportsman's club. All right, look, this is something I know about. You are like a fishing fool, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And you love your union, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Now, you got to give up one. You got to give up one.
I have to give up the fishing then. We know that. Without the union,
You're
without
a-
Local 3, I'd
you're
have
a
nothing.
Good
I'd
man.
be dead.
Right answer. Right answer.
We do blood drives, a street fair here in Leicester, the community council, the National Nights Out Against Crime, Golden Gloves boxing tournament, work with the Meals on Wheels program.
There's no rest for the weary.
What did you tell me about sleeping when you're dead?
That's when you gotta do it.
There we go. There's a nice bass.
This is teamwork. There you go.
Oh, look at here.
I got fish right here.
Look at this. They're right here. He's pulling the boat, Joe.
Beautiful.
That's what you come to Montauk for, right here. This is amazing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful bass. Oh my, you're gorgeous. Well, buddy, we found and fooled a few today, didn't we?
Ah, what do you think? Good day?
That was an awesome day. Think we're ready for the big tourney? Hope we didn't peak too soon.
We're in it to win it, but you gotta hook 'em to cook 'em.
Get out of here. This guy's got some shoulders. Look at that fat.
Oh!
Sorry.
We got a bass, Tom!
The reason we got together was for the annual striped bass tournament that they have every year out here in October, Columbus Day weekend. And we started out the inlet, and as we were heading up to the mouth of the harbor, I heard this bagpipe music.
6 o'clock in the morning, we break the inlet. As in tradition, the sort of light pipe band of Local 3, the pipe and drum band, will lead us through the inlet.
And I'll tell you what, the hair went up on the back of my neck. It was really, really something special. I think that Joe assembled what I would consider a dream team. You had Joe Proscia, you had Chris Erickson, business manager of the IBEW Local 3, you had Nate Whiteman, the director of recruiting for Union Sportsmen's Alliance. 4 guys who had fished quite a bit, and we're no stranger to striped bass fishing. Hey, Chris, if you're gonna fish for Union Sportsmen's Alliance team, you gotta be in uniform, all right? This is part of the uniform right here, okay?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. Team USA.
Great.
There you go, man. Wear it in good health.
Thanks so much.
We poked our nose out through. Seas were beautiful, conditions were great, and we started plowing south and west toward the rip. And it didn't take long for the action to heat up.
There we go. All right. Boy, Nate.
Come on, Nate. We doubled. Joe, may I have that seat, please?
Doubled up. 1, 2. Yeehaw. It's a race.
I got a knot in my left shoulder. Can you just kind of work
We'll
it?
rub it out. Come on.
Left shoulder. Here we go, buddy.
Oh, a little low. All right, there we go. There we go. Good. Thanks. Nate, how you doing, buddy? Good, man. Are you? Lead-headed squid rigs with trailers, just pork rind trailers, and on wire line, just dropping them down and then just jigging it. Oh, it's just a little guy.
Shut the cameras.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's bigger than mine.
What's he want to be when he grows up? Isn't he cute?
He's cute.
We're gonna let that guy go.
There's another one coming up.
All right, that's looking like a better fish.
Hit the floor.
What do you got? Way to go, Nateski. All right, that's a nice fish. Maybe 15, 16.
We got a keeper.
Yeah.
All right, next victim.
I don't think we went more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops without getting bit.
That was a good year. That's a big one.
All right, Joey.
Rosa, what do you got there?
These ain't no city boys.
Fishing machine.
And our goal was to get the 3 biggest fish back to the weigh-in by noon and then see, let the chips fall where they may.
Got this?
I got that.
How's that?
I'm ready, I'm ready.
This one's better than the last one.
Yeah, that's a bass, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing good comes easy.
The fishing out here obviously is weather and tide dependent, and the skipper and the mate were saying, look, right now we're at slack high water. When this tide turns and starts going out, that's when things really turn on. There we go. Oh, this guy's got some shoulders. As time was ticking down, I came tight on a fish, I got in the chair, and I said, ooh, this one feels different. This is a nice bass. Oh, look at this guy, look at this guy.
He's bleeding.
Oh my
Is that
gosh.
your blood or the fish's
That's my blood, I'm
That's
bleeding.
your blood. He's giving
Blood,
blood today.
sweat, and tears for Local 3.
Great.
Hi, I'm Ken Barrett with USA's Conservation Minute. 13 million Americans enjoy fishing for stripers and other marine species like bluefish and redfish, to name just a few. Federal law provides for the conservation and management of our marine fisheries and establishes annual limits under the Magnuson-Stevens Act. Setting limits can pose real challenges and on occasion curtails recreational fishing opportunities when that's not really necessary. That's why the USA supports the Theodore Roosevelt Conservation Partnership's efforts to improve fisheries management and limits and sport fishing opportunities by working with federal management agencies. Improved management will mean more and better opportunities for America's anglers.
Brotherhood Outdoors is brought to you by the United Association, Green Jobs for a Bright Future, the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers, training and representing the best hands in the masonry business, the Union Sportsmen's Alliance, uniting Union sportsmen and women for conservation, Buck Knives, knives that fit your life.
I'll be long.
Tom, you look like you've done this before.
Oh, this is a dandy. This is a big fish, guys.
It's a big fish. Good. That's what we want.
I had never really fished in a striped bass tournament before. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. But I got teamed with Joe, Chris Erickson, and with Nate Whiteman, and it was just a dream team. This guy's serious shoulders. He's getting a big head shake.
And the captain says, okay, this is it. This is our last move, and then we're gonna go back. And I said to Tom, this is when you catch the whistlefish.
This is when you want to dig in right now.
75 feet out.
And he said, well, what's the whistlefish? I said, that's when the captain blows the whistle, and it's the end of the trip, and you get your line back in the water for one more shot, and that's when you catch the whistlefish.
Never let up, never let up. You rest, they rest. You gonna
No
look at
rest
him?
for the weary.
This is a contender.
I want to hear him hit the deck.
Look at that fat.
Break your teeth! Oh my God! Break your teeth! Get ready!
You don't even look, Tom.
Don't even look. Keep reeling. We got a bass, Tom! Look at it. Don't hurt your back, Pete. Watch this. Whoa! It's in the net. It's in the net. Oh, there you go!
I owe it all to my team. I owe it all to my team.
Holy cow!
I just got a taste of what it must feel like to hit a walk-off home run, because as soon as that fish came into the boat, 3 other guys erupted into cheering and backslapping and high-fiving, and I said, I gotta tell you, it felt pretty good. USA, who do you play for? USA! 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 That's a great one to end on, guys.
Great one to end on.
You know, I thought our chances were pretty good after we brought that big fish in, and we started back for the weigh-in. We were the 4th boat back, and I realized we were in 4th place after 4 boats, and I realized that this is not going to happen. All right, come on, I'm buying. It was a heap and help and a humble pie for us, but you know what? We wouldn't have traded for anything in the world. Joe, I got to tell you, I've been involved in a lot of tournaments. I've never, ever seen anything like this. This was unbelievable.
Good. You happy?
Oh, are you kidding? My tail's been wagging for 3 days.
Beautiful.
But listen, let me tell you something. You're not going home with the money, okay? You didn't win a big prize. But just so you know, that we appreciate all that you do on behalf of the USA, the Sportsman's Club, and everyone that you've been involved with. I got something for you to take home, a consolation prize, okay?
Okay.
Now listen, I know fishing season's winding down, and you're a hunter, right?
Yes, I am.
You're getting ready to take to the deer woods, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're going to need that.
Ah.
All right? Compliments of our
buck
friends
knife.
at Buck. Now, I want you to open up and take a look at it. Guys that work behind the scenes really don't get the recognition or the credit that they deserve. And I just wanted to give Joe just a small token of our appreciation. We gave him 2 knives, compliments of Buck, engraved with his name on it. And I could tell that those were very special. They touched him. And I just said, look, this is from the Union Sportsmen's Alliance and Buck. We just want you to know we know what you do and we appreciate it. You know, these guys from Local 3, I mean, these are hard-working guys, and they look hard on the outside. You shake their hand, you look them in the eyes, you get to know them, and you realize these guys have got a heart of gold, and there's nothing that they wouldn't do for you. Joe, I can't thank you enough, man. I had an unbelievable day.
Great.
Just
Enjoyed yourself?
Oh, I had a great time. Listen, we didn't win it, but you know what? I can't remember when I've had more fun.
Beautiful.
And it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, you bet. I just want to say thank you. Thanks.
Oh, anytime. I
All
hope you
right.
come back.
Count on it.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Say, who do you play for?
USA! USA! USA!
That's a great one to end on, guys.
Great one to end on.